Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and I hope everyone is doing well. So today we are going to cover the GIF function in Python. This topic is very simple, okay? But the reason why I want to cover this topic is because in my next video I will be using this function, okay? So I just thought of creating one small video on this topic so that you should not get confused when I will use this function in my next video, okay? So let's start. Okay. So what is GIF function? So GIF function, it is used to combine multiple iterables. Okay. So as you know, right, what are iterables in Python? Iterables means uh, f- uh, uh, to whom you can iterate each element. Okay. For example, we have list, tuples, dictionary, right? So in those you can iterate so each element, right? Okay. So uh, let's uh, let's take one list. Okay. First. Okay, and I will explain, then it will be better. Okay, so for example I want to iterate the each element of this list. Okay, so what we can do in Python, we can simply print, iterate, right, using for loop, right? I will say I will print each element of the list. Okay, let me print. So this is simple, right? How it is very simple to iterate the element of one list, right? Okay, but let's say you have two lists. Okay, and I'm saying to you, can you please print like this? Okay, sorry, I executed this, it will fail. Okay, don't focus on that. Now I'm telling you, can you please execute this? Can you iterate through two lists? Then how will you do? Obviously you can't go and execute like this, right? Like in one list. Okay, it was very easy to iterate through each element in one list, right? But how will you do in case of you have two lists? Okay, how will you print like this? Okay, we can't do using for loop, right? Okay, so that's where this gif function comes into picture in Python. Okay, so how can we do this? Let's start. I will simply say, let's get one variable. Okay, what is the syntax? Just simply type gif, and inside that just simply pass whatever type of iterable you have. So here we are using list, so we will simply pass the list. Okay, so it can be any number of list or dictionary or whatever it is. Okay, here I have two lists. I'm just simply explaining you with two lists. So whatever you have, any number of lists, it can be 3, 4, 5. Just simply pass all the names. Okay, and let's see, let's try to print it, what we are getting. So as you can see, it returns as a zip object. Okay, so obviously you can't understand anything through it. Okay, so what you need to do, let's say I want to return the list as a type, right? Of of this of these two I want as a third list to return. Okay, so what you can do, you can simply type list, so it will tell zip that I want as a list type as a return. Okay, so let me rerun it. So as you can see, now it has returned me one list. Okay, so what it actually did, let's see. Okay, so what it did, it took the first element from the first list and the first element from the second list, and it combined them and put it into a tuple. So as you know in Python, right, tuple, what is tuple? So tuple basically in some simple term, it will just put all the elements into one, into the parenthesis, right, round brackets, right? So what it did, it took the corresponding elements from the list and put them into a tuple. So as you can see, similarly from the second element, it took the second element from both the lists and combined them into tuple. Similarly, it took the third element and combined into tuple. So you can have any number of elements and whatever. Okay, so it will do the same thing. Okay, it will combine the corresponding element. It will not combine this Bob with 85 or Charlie with 90. Okay, no, it will combine the corresponding element. So first element with first element, second element with second element, third element with third element. Okay, so don't get confused with that. Okay, so I hope this is clear, right? What you need to simply use zip and just pass whatever number of list or dictionary, whatever you have, tuple, whatever, and just specify what return type you want. Here in this case list, so I just simply type list and it return you the list. Okay, now let's move to the second one. Okay, I already covered this diff function, so don't get confused. Let me just put this code here. So we already covered this, right? Let's move to the second one, looping over two lists together. Okay, so now it is asking how can you, using these two lists, how can you loop each element. For example, it is asking us to print these elements one by one. Okay, so how can we do that? Let's see. So very simple. Okay, you will just use for loop. Okay, and what I will say, let's say I will use n for names and s for scores in, and I will now, for one list, what was the syntax for I in list name. Okay, so what I, so obviously to iterate through both of the lists I need something, some list, right? Okay, so what I will do, uh, so I need some list to iterate, right? So what I will do, I will use zip function. Zip, what will zip do? It will combine all the lists whatever we have into one. Okay, so I will say zip and I will pass the list name. Simply use zip and whatever number of lists you have, just pass it. Okay, now let me print it. Let me create some meaningful name, meaningful string. Okay, let's say and god marks. Okay, let's print it and see if we are getting it. Okay, so as you see, right, I'm able to print each element of the tuple in one by one, right? For example, ls and 85. So ls got marks 85, similarly bob got marks 90, similarly charlie got 95. Okay, so I hope you got it right. How can you iterate it now using two lists? You just need to do nothing. You just simply, you want to create one more list, right? So what we did, we just use zip and whatever list we have, we just passed it here. Okay, and then we were able to iterate through each element. Okay, so you can have any number of elements in one tuple here, right? It can be 3, 4, 5. Similarly, you will have to edit your code here. Okay, if it was 3, then I can pass one more element here, right? And one more list here, and it will print all those things. Okay, so I hope you understand how can you loop through each iterable or list or dictionary, whatever it is. Okay, now it is asking to create a dictionary from two lists. Very simple. Okay, what I will do, let me create one simple output dictionary variable. What I will do, first I need to use zip, right? And then I will pass whatever list I have. Okay, so earlier we created the list, right, in the output, but now it is asking to create a dictionary. It is very simple. Instead of list, just simply pass this dictionary. Okay, it will create dictionary. Let me print it and show you. It will give you dictionary. So as you can see, right, it is giving you as a key value pair, right? First element from first list, second element from first element from second list. Okay, pair wise it is giving you as a output in dictionary. Okay, so I hope this is understandable, right? Okay, let's move to second one. Okay, so you can simply iterate through dictionary also, right? You can print the key value pairs. Okay, I will not go to there, but you can simply for using for loop you can iterate it. Okay, so now we have the question, zipping list of different length. Okay, so as you can see, earlier we were having lists of same length, right? You are having three element here, three element there. It was easy. But what will happen if I have one list which is not of same length? Okay, here if you see, we have three elements here, but I have here only two. So will the zip function throw any error, or how it will behave? Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's say new output and try to see what zip will do. I will simply pass the list names and I want to return a list. I will simply say list. Okay, and I will print. Let's see what happens. So as you can see here, okay, what it did, it went to the first element of the first list and the first element of the second list, 1a, and it combined them and put into a tuple. Okay, similarly it went to the second element of the first list, second element of the second list, 2b. But when it went to third element of the first list and third element of the second list, it didn't find anything in the second list, right? So what it will do, the GIF function will stop there, okay? Because it didn't find the corresponding element to that. It will not throw you any error. It will tell you that, okay, your list is not of the same length. No, it will not tell you. It will simply give you the output till whatever you have the pairing, okay? For example, here you were having the only two lengths, so you will get only output in for the pairing of two, okay? You got my point, right? So it doesn't matter if it is the same length or different length. Whatever will be the minimum length, you will get the number of tuples in here only. So here the minimum length of the list were 2. So you got 2 tuples only in your output. Okay. So just remember this. Okay. So now next question is using zip with 3 lists. So as I told you, right, you can have any number of lists inside zip. So here we have 3 lists. So okay, anyway, let's try to print this. What we So we can have any number of lists, right? Just simply pass all the list names inside zip. And I want to return it as a new list. Let's see, will it combine or not. Yeah, obviously it will combine all the elements of the list, right? Okay. So it doesn't matter whether you have 2 lists or 3 lists. It will always work the same way, okay? So I hope this topic was understandable, okay? You understood this topic. It's a very easy topic, but yeah, I think you should know this topic, okay? Because we'll be using this function in my next video, okay? So you should not get confused by seeing this function. What is this? Okay. So I hope you got what it is a function in Python, okay? If you understood the this function and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video and comment it, okay? Till then, goodbye. We will meet in the next video, okay? Thank you.